We did not set out thinking that we were going to hike the volcano our first day in Guadeloupe, but the weather ended up being so great, we made a quick change of plans.
First view of the volcano is coming into view here in a second.
We were actually on our way to a nearby waterfall when we noticed how clear the top of the volcano was, and we were like, we've got to go do it today. We really should have been at the volcano trailhead at 7 a.m. when it opened. Instead, we ended up getting there at 8:30. So the parking lot was completely full, and we had to come back down the mountain and park almost a mile away from the trailhead. It is barely a 2-lane road going up, very narrow with drop-offs on each side for water runoff, so you have to be very careful driving up and where you park.
We're not quite halfway to the top of the volcano. We're gonna make it there at some point today, even if we have to stop every 5 minutes. It's hard. It's really hard.
What's absolutely laughable is when I made that video, we weren't even halfway to the halfway point.
And there it is. Wow, I can feel the smell of the sulfur coming off of it from here. And there she is. This is the closest we've ever been to an active volcano. We still got to go all the way up through there. I think the trail goes like right up in there.
The trail actually goes almost all the way to the top of the summit, so we weren't even technically halfway there yet. We really miscalculated the mileage because we forgot to add in that extra mileage getting to the top of the trailhead. We met so many nice people hiking this trail over the course of the day. It really goes to show you language should not be a barrier amongst us.
Well, a few minutes ago, we were down there. We're getting closer to the top.
Closer to the stop.
Right. Closer
to the brain fog.
Closer to not being able to speak.
Go ahead and be truthful about it. That's what's going on here. It's literally the most exhausting physical hike I've ever done.
There's the peak.
I mean, this blows away
Just
clean.
the rock climb, the rocks are like this, and some of them are so high, it's like doing a rock climb every step of the way. The mileage in and out is only like 3.7 miles, but it's just the rocks that make it so hard. Getting closer. There it is. There's Roger blowing his nose in my video.
You may not know it, but I'm sitting on a volcano. Those are not clouds, that's smoke.
Yeah, that's why you don't film and walk on the path.
There's so many switchbacks. It was really hard to judge like how far away we were. We always thought we were like so close, and then it wasn't there. Don't show off. The closer to the top we got, the larger the rocks got, the bigger the steps that you have to take, and of course, the harder it is to breathe because the altitude is getting higher. One of my favorite parts was the hummingbirds. Oh my goodness, I have never seen this many hummingbirds. They were such a pretty little black hummingbird and they sounded glorious. This next part of the hike felt like a scene out of Jurassic World. The greens against the orange and yellows was so vivid and vibrant. It was really unique. I kept saying, it's just around the next corner. It's almost there. We've just about made it.
So I made it finally. It's taken I think about 4 hours, and it was a lot longer I think than All Trails said it was. But I made it, and it's super clear. Totally blends in. One of the coolest things ever. It's beautiful.
It actually took 5 hours to reach the top. I'm just delirious at this point.
Ah oui. Bah demande sur moi.
It was absolutely amazing standing so close to the crater or vent. And the hot spots, they seem far away in the pictures, but they were so close. You could just see them glowing with this awesome green color. It was definitely not the best drone footage. I was very, very nervous not having a spotter.
But sometimes you just get lucky, I guess. This isn't always clear like this, where you can like see down in the crater. And I'm up here alone for just like, it's been like 5 minutes now. It's amazing.
It was definitely hard to leave the crater at the summit because it was just such a wonderful experience. But I knew we had a long way to go back down to reach the car before nightfall. Somehow we're still able to smile at this point as we start to make our descent back down. When I say we were struggling, that's probably putting it mildly. We were almost completely out of water. Everything hurt. We were so tired.
Still about 30 minutes away from the car. This is the most tired I've ever been. What do you mean, how do I not know? It better only be 30 minutes. I only have 30 minutes left in me.
It actually ended up taking us about an hour because we had to stop so much from dehydration, and my knee was just throbbing. And it was getting so dark. We were some of the last people left up there. We hadn't seen anyone in a really long time. And the jungle was getting dark fast. Natural hot baths at the bottom, but we were just too tired to even take 5 minutes.